வருதா இப்போ?
இப்போ வருது சார்.
ஓகே. இப்போ மாஸ் ஃப்ளோ ரேட் ஃபார்முலா வருதா? டிஸ்சார்ஜ் த்ரூ an isentropic nozzle.
வருது சார்.
Okay. Discharge and maximum discharge equation, then maximum velocity, then these are all the two assumptions. One is isentropic flow, h1 is equal to h2 is equal to h3, and mass flow rate m is equal to constant. Then critical pressure ratio. So that's it here. You have to by heart these values for saturated. That is before that. The formula to find out critical pressure ratio is P2 by P1 is equal to 2 by n plus 1 to the power of n by n minus 1. This one. And for saturated steam, value of n is 1.135 and critical pressure ratio is 0.577. For superheated steam, it is n is equal to 1.30 and critical pressure ratio is 0.545. For wet steam, n is equal to 1.133. Critical pressure ratio is 0.582. Similarly, for air, 1.4 and 0.528, and this is nozzle efficiency formula. And this is the Molière chart. So you will have specific enthalpy on left hand side, entropy on right hand side, dry saturated line, temperature lines, pressure lines, and specific polymerase. Okay, so this is it. The same thing. So if you see dry saturated line, red color line, blue color line is pressure, and green color line is temperature, and this dotted line is specific polymerase. Okay, so I'm going to skip all these things. Okay, straight away I'm going to this slide. Okay, what are all the types of problems we seen so far? Whether my slide is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm classifying the problems on these criteria: type of nozzle, condition of steam, and given data. So first problem, if you remember, we solved the problem on CD nozzle and condition of steam is superheated. Inlet conditions are given, exit conditions were given, mass flow rate is given, and nozzle efficiency is given. Second problem, it is also belongs to CD nozzle. Condition of steam is superheated. Inlet condition was given, exit condition was given, mass flow rate, nozzle efficiency. In addition to that, we had the inlet velocity. So today, in this session, we are going to see same sort of problem. Type of nozzle is CD nozzle, condition of steam is superheated, inlet condition will be given, exit condition will be given in the problem, mass flow rate will be there. In addition to that, the change in enthalpy delta HF will be given in terms of isentropic enthalpy drop. This is the change. Okay, this is the change. And in next session, I will solve a problem similar to this third type of problem. Similar to the third type of problem, but delta HF value will be directly given in the problem. That is the next problem which we are going to see in the next session. As of now, for this session, we are going to solve a problem for CD nozzle. Condition of steam will be superheated steam, inlet condition, exit condition, mass flow rate, and delta HF will be given in terms of isentropic enthalpy drop. Okay, now I'm going to the problem. Okay, so this is the problem. We have to calculate throat area and exit area. We have to calculate throat area. Same thing, throat area we have to find out, exit area we have to find out. Nozzle is CD nozzle. Mass flow rate is given. Mass flow rate is given, but it is given in terms of kilograms per hour. Inlet pressure is given, inlet temperature is given, and exit pressure. Actually, it is given as passing into a chamber having a pressure of 1.5 bar. It is simple, nothing but it is exit pressure. Okay, and important thing is this one. Important thing is this. Here, the friction loss in the divergent portion of the nozzle may be taken as 0.15 of isentropic enthalpy drop. This is the important thing we have to note. This is the change in the problem. Okay, so solution, expansion is superheated expansion in a convergent divergent nozzle. Mass flow rate, it is actually 820 kilograms per second, sorry, hour. I converted it into kilograms per second, so that is equal to 0.2278. and inlet conditions of the steam. Inlet condition of the steam is P1 and T1 value. P1 is equal to 8 bar. P1 is equal to, P1 is equal to 220 degrees Celsius. And in addition to that, the delta HF value is 0.15 delta H23. Friction loss is in the divergent portion only. Divergent portion la da friction losses irukku solliranga. So we took 2 to 3. Okay, I will explain it with the help of a diagram. So exit conditions, P3 is equal to 1.5 bar. And what are the data we have to find? We have to find out the throat area of the nozzle and exit area of the nozzle. Actually, here it is given as diameters. Let us find the area. From there, we can calculate the diameter. Okay. So throat area of the nozzle, exit area of the nozzle. Now, in the first session itself, there was a question raised by our friends how we are deciding that the steam is superheated steam. Here you see in this diagram, the inlet temperature is 220 degrees Celsius and the inlet pressure is P1 bar. I'm using molar chart. So 220 degrees Celsius temperature line is this one and 8 bar pressure line is this one. This intersection point is named as 1 and this point lies well above the dry saturated line, so it belongs to superheated. That is the reason how I'm concluding it as the superheated steam expansion. Okay. Now, here comes. So why I am taking it as H223? Because in the statement, in the problem, they are saying the friction loss is in the divergent portion only. Which is the divergent portion? 2 to 3. So this part up to 1 to 2, it is convergent nozzle. Convergent nozzle na enna area குறைஞ்சிட்டே இருக்கும். Divergent nozzle 2 to 3. Divergent nozzle na enna area increase ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். அது divergent nozzle. So convergent nozzle-ஐயும் divergent nozzle-ஐயும் சேர்த்தாக்கா அது convergent divergent nozzle. That is CD nozzle. Okay. So it is having 3 sections: 1, 2, and 3. 1 is inlet, 2 is throat, and 3 is the exit. Okay. So with respect to the stations or location, we are finding out the data. Sharia. Okay. Now analysis. Throat area of the nozzle. Since it is superheated steam, I'm going to make use of a pressure ratio. P2 by P1 is equal to 0.546. I'm going to take P1 to the as a first step. I'm going to find out the P2 value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring P1 to the right hand side. So P2 is equal to 0.5461. I'm going to substitute P1 from here in this step. So P1 is equal to 8 bar. So you will get 4.36 bar. This is P2 value. Okay. Now, just a minute. So as a next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the steam properties, that is enthalpy, entropy, specific volume at different stages. That is, different stages means with respect to the CD nozzle, I show you the states or stations are 1, 2, and 3. That is inlet condition, throat condition, and exit condition. For different condition, that is from inlet, throat, and exit. For three stages, I'm going to find out the steam properties, that is enthalpy, using the molar chart. Using the molar chart, the inlet pressure and temperature is 8 bar and 220 degrees Celsius. I'm going to make use of the molar chart here, right? I'm going to use of the molar chart. So here you are having the pressure 8 bar. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 bar pressure line. So I'm drawing, I located that one. And what is the temperature? It is 220 degrees Celsius. So 150 to 200, it is here, and this is 250 degrees Celsius. Approximately, I'm taking it as 200 or 220 degrees Celsius. Locate just it is approximation. So as a result of this, you will get this intersection point over here. Okay. So from that intersection point, I'm drawing a horizontal line and a vertical. So at this point, you can get the enthalpy value, and from this point, you can get the entropy value. Can you tell me what is the enthalpy and entropy value at the state 1 at the inlet? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, enthalpy 2009, sir.
Okay. Actually, I'm getting 2880.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here, don't confuse it with the picture I'm placing in the presentation. For understanding, I brought the Molière chart and doing this animations to get the data, but it won't match with the data which I'm having here. Exact calculation oda data வந்து Molière chartல match ஆகாது. So don't confuse it with that. The entropy value, what is the entropy value?
6.8, okay, sir. 7.12.
No, whatever value you are getting, tell me that.
So 6.86 and Mario, sir.
Okay, 6.86. So there is a change, right? I'm going to highlight it here. Okay, there is a change here. This is, you are getting 6.8. Okay, let it be 6.8. So this is 6.8, right? Then, as far as entry condition is concerned, that is 1. I'm getting the enthalpy and entropy value by using the Molière chart. What to do with the throat? So pressure P2 is equal to 4.36 bar, right? I'm going to approximate as 4 bar. So there's this yellow color line. This yellow color line, you can see in the presentation, this yellow color line, it lies nearer to the 4. Here it is lies nearer to 5. Sorry for that. So it have to be on the 4. Okay. So if you travel in this line towards downward direction like this, it will intersect this red color line, which is drawn from the point 1 vertically downwards in order to locate the entropy. So you are getting this intersection point. From this intersection point, draw a horizontal line towards your left. You will get the enthalpy. What is the enthalpy value?
2760, 740.
Super. 2740. Yes, actually, by means of assumptions, S1 is equal to S2 is equal to S3. That will be equal to 6.8. Okay, that will be equal to 6.8. Don't confuse it. So it is actually equal to 6.8. Okay. So as far as entry condition and exit condition, we calculated enthalpy value and entropy value. Now moving on to the exit pressure. And sorry, in addition to that, find out the specific volume value at this point. At 2, what is the specific volume value? Can you tell me? At 2, this point, specific volume. Is it coming around 0.4?
1 second, sir. Sir, 0.4 கிட்ட வருது sir.
Okay, super. So similarly, I'm going to find out the exit properties. That is, exit pressure is 2 bar pressure. Okay, 2 bar pressure. I'm going to draw a line.
ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ணி கண்டுபிடிக்கணுமா சார்?
என்னமா?
V2 வந்து ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ணி கண்டுபிடிக்கணுமா சார்?
ஃபார்முலா இல்ல, Molière chart தான்.
Molière chartல எப்படி சார்?
இந்த ஆக்சுவலா இந்த பாயிண்ட் இருக்கு இல்லையா, என்னோட பாயிண்டர் காட்டுதுல, லேசர் பாயிண்டர் காட்டுதுல ரெட் கலர்ல.
எஸ் சார்.
இந்த பாயிண்ட்க்கு பக்கத்துல ஒரு டாட்டட் லைன் இங்க காட்டுதா, தெரியுதா?
எஸ் சார்.
இந்த டாட்டட் லைன் வேல்யூ பாத்தீங்கன்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அப்படியே டிராவல் பண்றேன். இந்த இடத்துல 0.2 காட்டுதா?
எஸ் சார்.
Actually, this point here, it lies between 0.5 and 0.2. ஓகேவா? இந்த டாட்டட் லைன் தான் நமக்கு ஸ்பெசிபிக் வால்யூம் வேல்யூ. இப்போ எனக்கு ஸ்பெசிபிக் வால்யூம் வேல்யூ எப்படி ஆகுது அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இங்க 0.02 இந்த டாட்டட் லைன், அடுத்து இது 0.05, அடுத்து இந்த டாட்டட் லைன் 0.1, நெக்ஸ்ட் டாட்டட் லைன் இஸ் 0.2. சரியா? இப்ப எனக்கு வந்து இந்த இடத்துல வேணும். அப்போ இந்த பாயிண்ட் எந்த ரெண்டு லைனுக்கு இடையில இருக்கு அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா, இட் லைஸ் பிட்வீன் 0.2 and 0.5. ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ கேன் டேக் த மீடியன் வேல்யூ 0.2 and 0.5. இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கு இடையில உள்ள வேல்யூ எடுத்துக்கலாம், ஆர் ஐ கேன் அப்ராக்சிமேட் இட் as 0.3 or 0.4. ஓகே,
ஓகே சார்,
புரியுதா?
எஸ் சார்.
நீங்க சார்ட்ல
செகண்ட் பாயிண்ட்ல இருக்க ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல ரெண்டு டாட் லைன் நடுவுல எந்த இருக்குதோ அது வேல்யூ எடுத்துக்கணும்.
maybe it will lies between two lines, or it will lies
On the line.
on the line, or it may be on a one side of a line. இப்போ ஒரு சமயத்துல வந்து ஆன் த லைன்லயே இருக்கும், சில நேரத்துல என்ன ஆகும்னா 0.2க்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்கலாம் அல்லது 0.5க்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்கலாம். If it lies nearer to 0.5, you can take it as 0.4. Okay. If it lies in between 0.2 and 0.5, you can take it as 0.3. Okay. That is purely approximation. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now exit condition, pressure is 2 bar. So this yellow line, I'm getting this. So if I travel in the downward direction, it will cut the vertical line over here. From this intersection point, if you move towards your left, you can get the enthalpy value. What is the enthalpy value we are getting? $2,640. Guys?
Sir, 1 second, sir. Sir, 1 second, sir. இந்த ஒரே second, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Sir, throat-க்கும் exit area-க்கும் என்ன sir different?
Throat, that is what I actually explained in the first itself. Actually, throat is different from exit. So let me tell that. This is actually a convergent divergent nozzle. Okay. So this is the entry point, and this is the exit, and this is the throat. As far as CD nozzle is concerned, the throat area will be very minimum. At a point in that cross section where the area is minimum, that is called as the throat. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is exit. On your right hand side, you are having the exit, and this is the inlet. This is the throat. Okay. Okay. I named it as 1, entry as 1, throat as 2, and exit as the 3. So with respect to this, I am finding out the steam properties: enthalpy value, entropy value. At throat, enthalpy and entropy value, along with that specific volume. At exit also, I am finding out the enthalpy value. In addition to that, we have to find out the specific volume also. So are we getting this answer?
Yes, sir. 2640.
Sir, அப்போ inlet pressure-க்கு V1 repeat ஆகலையா sir?
There is no need to find out the V1 at inlet. The V2 value have to be calculated at 2 and 3 only, at throat and exit only, because the formula needs on those locations only, right? So there is no need for us to find out the specific volume at stage 1. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So V3 is equal to 1, nearby 1. Are you getting that value?
1 second, sir. ஆமா sir.
Okay, that's it. So now coming to the problem, we have to find out through two areas. One is throat area, and another one is the exit area. So same formula: area is equal to m small v2 divided by capital V2. Now here mass flow rate is already given as 820 kilograms per hour. We converted into kilograms per second, so we are getting value of 0.2. Am I correct? That is 0.227, isn't it?
Sir, V3 வந்து less than 1 தான் sir வருது.
Less than 1 வருது. Okay, no problem. அது நோட் பண்ணிக்கங்க. என்ன வருதுங்க? V3?
Sir, 0.5q 1க்கும் நடுவுல இருக்கு sir.
0.5. Okay, let it be 0.7 or 0.8. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, let it be 0.8. So mass flow rate is 0.227. Okay? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to substitute V2 from here. That is 0.4. And the only parameter which we don't know is V2. Now I'm going to find out V2, velocity. We know the formula. V2 is equal to 44.72 into root of h1 minus h2. So substitute h1 from here and h2 from here. You will get V2. It comes around 530 meter per second. Okay. Now, then area. So just substitute velocity in this equation and mass flow rate, and what should I say, specific volume, you will get the area value. Area is equal to 1.87 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Answer வருதா?
1 second, sir.
யாராவது ஒருத்தர் ரெண்டு பேர் மட்டும் தான் இன்டராக்ட் பண்றீங்க, மத்தவங்களும் இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணலாம்ல?
Sir, 1.72 into 10 to the power minus 4 வருது சார்.
சூப்பர்மா. I'm getting 1.87, you are getting 1.72. Super. Okay.
For me, 1.87, sir.
Okay, super. We are getting the exact value. Now, moving, I calculated the throat area. Next is actually we have to find out the exit area, right? So there comes the twist here in this problem. So same area formula, A3 is equal to m into small v3 divided by capital V3. So here V3 just now we calculated as, we found out as 0.82. Yeah. Here it is. From this point you can get you can substitute V3 value in this part, and mass flow rate as 0.22. Mass flow rate as 0.22, and the problem lies here. We have to find out V3. So V3 is equal to 44.72 into root of H1 minus H3. But what is the change? That is the question here. Actually, in this problem, the delta HF is given, right? Delta HF is given. So actually, we need H3. Yeah, we are having H1 value, but we don't know the H3 value. Okay, I'm going to find out H3 by using the delta H. Okay, so H3s is just 2640, which we had calculated over here. So simply I'm going to make use of this equation. So H3 is equal to 2640, and in the problem they said that delta HF is equal to 0, that is 15% of enthalpy drop in the divergence section. Which is the divergence section? Divergence section is between 2 and 3. Yeah, divergence section. This is CD nozzle, and this is entry I. This is throat T, and this is exit. Okay, this is convergent nozzle, this is convergent portion, and this is the divergent portion. I named it as 1, 2, and 3. So divergent portion lies between 2 and 3. Okay, so I am substitute, this is H2 and this is H3s. Okay, so 2640, right? 0.15. Okay, H2 is equal to 2740 and H3s is 2640. Now if you substitute and solve, you will get the value of 2560, which is equal to H3 value. That's it, problem solved. Okay, so now simple, you have to substitute the value of H1. You have to substitute the value of H1, that is 2880 in this equation, and the 2506 which I calculated just now in this equation and in the place of H3. So you will get the velocity as 864 meter per second. Okay, from that you can calculate the area value, area which is m small v divided by capital V. That will be mass flow rate is 0.22, specific volume value is 0.8, and velocity is
Sir?
864.
Sir,
Sir,
H1 பதிலா H2 சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க சார்.
என்னமா?
H1 ஓட வேல்யூ சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணதுக்கு பதிலா H2 ஓட வேல்யூ சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க சார்.
Yeah, sorryமா, H2 தான் சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணோம். அதான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா? Actually, in the problem they said that the friction lies in the divergent portion only. Correct?
Oh, okay sir.
Okay, friction lies in the divergent portion only. Okay, so divergent portion is between 2 and 3.
Sir.
Correct? Between 2 and 3. So H3 is equal to H3s plus that is 0.15 into H2 minus H3s. சரியா? So நான் தப்பா சொல்லியிருக்கேன் இந்த இடத்துல H1 substitute பண்றோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So actually correct என்னன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா H3 is equal to H3s plus delta HF. Delta HF is the enthalpy drop which lies in the divergent portion only. Divergent portion is between 2 and 3. So the difference will be like this, that is 2640, which is H3s value, plus 0.15 that is given in the problem, into 23s. That is H2S 2740 minus H3S is equal to 2640. You will get 2506 value. That is the correct answer. Okay.
Sir, ஆனா 2655 தான் சார்.
2655 ones.
Maybe நம்ம the specific volume difference ones இல்ல.
இல்ல சார் 2640 plus அதான் இந்த நீ போட்டிருக்கிற ஈக்குவேஷன் படி போட்டாலே 26
ஆன்சர் டிஃபரன்ஸ் வருதா?
ஆமா சார்.
ஓகே, வாட் இஸ் தி ஆன்சர்?
2655 சார்.
ஓகே, 2655. Okay, so substituted here 2655 in this equation and get the velocity value. From there find out the area value. Okay, that completes the problem for us. Okay.
Yes sir.
Okay, but one more thing, in the problem they ask for the diameter, throat diameter and exit area diameter. Exit
Sir,
diameter.
no doubt, sir.
இல்ல நான் இத முடிச்சிறேன்.
இல்ல V3 ல H1 minus H3 க்கு H2 சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணிக்கீங்க. 2740.
V3 of course V3 ல வந்து V3ங்கிறது வந்து from the entry to the exit velocity. We have to consider the whole nozzle.
அதான் சார், அப்ப H1 ல சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணா.
H1 க்கு பதிலா H2 வேல்யூ சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்றீங்க சார்.
நான் இந்த இடத்துல H1 க்கு பதிலா H2 சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணிருக்கேனா?
எஸ் சார். H1 வேல்யூ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2880, 2740 ன்னு சொல்லி H2 வேல்யூ போட்டுருக்கீங்க.
ஓகே 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 ஓகேமா, தப்புமா, சாரி. 2880. ஓகே, ஆன்சர் என்னமா வருதுப்பா?
சார் 670 வருது சார்.
670 வருது. Okay, 670 meter per second, right? Okay, from that you can find out the area value, and actually in our problem they asked for the diameter. So if you are having area, we can find out diameter. Area is equal to pi by 4 d square, இல்லையா?
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm having the area value by simple mathematical substitution. You can find out the diameter. Okay, that's it. Okay.
ஒரே ஒரு செகண்ட் சார். A3 value 2.78 into 10 to the power 4 வருது சார்.
Okay ma, okay, this is you are getting 2.78. Okay, here you are getting 2.78.
Sir, A3 3.31.
எதுமா ஏரியாவா?
A3 சார்.
A3 ஓகேமா, அந்த அதான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, அன்னைக்கு சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த ரேஞ்சில் இருந்தா ஓகே. எக்ஸாக்ட் வேல்யூக்கு பார்க்காதீங்க. மேத்தமெட்டிக்கல்ல இப்போ கால்குலேட்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது சில பேர் வந்து டெசிமல்ஸ் வந்து 2 பிளேஸ் வச்சு பண்ணுவாங்க. சில பேர் அது கால்குலேட்டர் வர்ற ஃபுல் வேல்யூ வச்சு பண்ணுவோம். அந்த மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன்ஸ்ல வேல்யூஸ் சின்ன சேஞ்சஸ் வரலாம். சரியா? ஸோ டோன்ட் வரி அபவுட் தட். இஃப் இட் இஸ் இன் த ரேஞ்ச் தென் இட் இஸ் ஓகே. ஓகே, ஓகேவா?
சார் क्वेश्चनல எக்ஸிட் ஏரியா ஆஃப் நாசில் மட்டும் தானே சார் கேட்டிருக்காங்க.
டயாமீட்டர் கேட்கலையா? ஏரியானா ஓகேமா, ஏரியானா விட்டுருங்க. நான் படிச்சப்போ டயாமீட்டர்னு படிச்ச மாதிரி ஞாபகம். ஸோ இஃப் இட் இஸ் ஆஃப் ஏரியா மீன்ஸ் நோ ப்ராப்ளம். ஓகே,
ஓகே சார்.
எக்ஸிட் டயாமீட்டர் தான் சார்.
டயாமீட்டர் தான் படிச்ச மாதிரி ஞாபகம். ஸோ it depends upon the question, we can do the calculation. Up to this we found out the area. From there we can find out the diameter. If there is a need for diameter means we know the formula to find out the diameter. Area is equal to pi by 4 d square. So area is known value, pi by 4 is constant, d value that is unknown. So simple mathematical substitution we can find out diameter. Okay, that's it. So shall I close the session? Anybody having any doubt?
No sir.
Okay, hold on a second, don't leave, I'll take the attendance.
Sir, previous PDF slides are coming, sir.
Previous எதுமா என்ன எந்த எந்த டாபிக் கேக்குறீங்க?
இது இதுக்கு முன்னாடி சார், இதுக்கு முன்னாடி.
இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ப்ராப்ளமா?
சார் இந்த
Problem
ப்ராப்ளமும் இந்த ப்ராப்ளமும் ஒரே நிமிஷம் காமிங்க சார்.
ஓகே, இப்போ சால்வ் பண்ண ப்ராப்ளம்.
எஸ் சார்.
ஆமா சார்.
மூவ் பண்ணவா?
மூவ் பண்ணுங்க சார், மூவ் பண்ணுங்க.
சார் இட்ஸ் நாட் விசிபிள் சார்.
Now
சார் தெரியுது சார்.
maybe there may be some network delay. I'm getting a poor signal strength over here. That may be the reason. Can you see?
Yes sir.
எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார்.
Yeah. What is your doubt?
டவுட் இல்ல, ஒரு சில சும்மா ஒரு கிளாரிஃபிகேஷனுக்காக பார்த்தேன் சார்.
I'll send the PDF to you all. Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'll take the attendance. No.